only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there, everyone. My name is Crazy Caleb, and today, to kick off my 5-year anniversary as a part of this community, we're going to be reading the wonderful passage called Egg. Egg, on the subject of egg. Big egg. Egg! There is egg on bomb. There egg on bomb. Woohoo! Press egg or bomb go kaboom. But be careful. Egg only on certain time. Oh no! Sticker on bomb. Wow! Big number. Ooh! Clock ticking. It's ticking. Clock has big number too, and it changes. Wow! Last number on the clock. Last number of clock is last number of sticker. Then press egg. There you go. Egg diffused. Egg time? You highlighted egg. It go whiter. What does that mean? Egg time? What is happening? What did you do to my egg? Hello there, everyone. My name is Crazy Caleb, and today we're going to be taking a look at Scramboozled Again. So this is the way the module looks. It starts off as Egg, the hit module that was released when? I don't know when it was released. Whatever. But it's the hit module called Egg, and then it turns into Scramboozled Again. And as you saw, when I highlighted the egg itself, it actually turned into a bit of a different color. It normally does not do that, and it simply gives you a highlight around it. For example, something like this red outline essentially around it, with normal egg. And also, when I pressed the egg at the correct time, it said egg time ? Which means that this is Scramboozled Again. So, as you can see, this module is all about eggs, and as you can see by that daunting sound, which is very familiar for those of you who are familiar with Ultra Stores, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be solving Scramboozled Again. So let's take a look and see what we need to do with this module, because it's actually not that bad as it looks. So, let's take a look. So upon the module flipping over, 6 egg-shaped buttons, 4 LEDs, and a screen cycling through the words encoded in an exoglyphs will appear. The LEDs below the screen will show which word in the sequence is being displayed. Press the 6 egg-shaped buttons in the correct order to disarm the module. So, to decode the words, take each pair of exoglyphs and decode them using the table below, using columns for the first exoglyph and the rows for the second. So this is the way the module looks. And we have a series of different eggs that we're going to need to note down. Let's take a look and see what we have here. So we've got stripes. We have dots. We've got, I guess like it would call this one almost like a rainbow of some sorts. It's sort of curvy. Then we've got stars, and then we've got squiggly lines. So that's going to be what we're looking at here. And the way that this works is essentially what we're going to do is for each individual letter, we have 6 different letters that are going to be transmitted here. We're going to start with the top one, and then we're going to go down to the bottom one, and it's in reading order, remember. So in our first example here, what we have is we have a squiggly and a line, just like that. And the stripes, rather. So what's going to be happening here is that there's going to be a series of 4 different words present in the display here, and they're going to be scrambled, as you can tell by the name. So what we need to figure out is what we're going to be doing with this module. But the first things first, we need our initial order, because we need to figure out which order we're looking at here first so we can solve the rest of this module. In the order in which to press the egg-shaped buttons will change based on the words shown in the display. Okay. The initial order is the white button positions in reading order, followed by the brown button positions in reading order. So what we're essentially going to do is we're going to take each of the positions in reading order, essentially. And by the way, you actually can pause these LEDs here to essentially take a look at this entire read here. And what we can do is we can now get the positions. So we're going to take the white buttons positions. In this case, it's going to be 3, 5, and 6 in reading order, and then followed by the brown buttons. In this case, 1, 2, and 4, just like that. And this is going to be our initial order. So now, what we're essentially going to do is we're going to try and form a word using these guys here and using the table itself. So we can pause the display, and we're essentially going to go through each of these individual screens here. And what we're going to do is each of the screens will show one of the words from this word list below. However, the order of the letters in each word has been scrambled up. Scramble the button order in the same way as the word, and continue scrambling the button order for each of the 4 words in the display. So if we follow along here, let's figure out our first word, and let's see what we can do with this. And if it's very important to note down, there is no duplicate letters in any of these guys here. That's the whole point of this module, so that we can actually spell out a word and scramble them together. So let's take a look. So we have swigglies and line, which in this case is going to represent echo. Then we have stars and the curves. We've got Oscar. Squiggly and Squiggly, so that's going to be right here. It's going to be a Zulu. Then we have Stars and Squiggly, so it's going to be Yankee. And I'm already eyeballing it. It's looking like it's going to be Zygote, so let's take a look. Polka Dot, and in this case is indeed Golf. And our last letter is going to be, you guessed it, Tango. And if we confirm that, Star is indeed Tango. Perfect. So, Zygote is going to be our word here. And now essentially what we need to do is we need to take this order that we got previously, and we want to essentially position everything that is in this exact same position here. We want to position everything based off of the positions of the letters in the words. So in this case, Echo is 6, so we're going to take the 6th position and put this in the first. Oscar is going to be 4, that's going to be 1. Golf is going to be, Zulu is going to be 1, that's going to be 3. Yankee is going to be 2, that's going to be 5. Golf is going to be 3, that's going to be 6. And Echo is going to be, Tango is going to be 5, that's going to be 2. And this is going to be our new order. So we're going to get rid of this initial order, and we're going to get onto the next word here. So over to the next LED, we have to start it up again. So, there we go. Okay. So we have stars and polka dots, in this case being India. Get rid of this word. Then we have polka dots and stripes, which is going to be Bravo. Stripes and curves, which is going to be Lima. Stars and stripes, which is going to be Delta. Stars and curves is going to be Oscar. And squigglies and stripes is going to be Echo. Okay. Let's take a look and see. This is going to be boiled, as we can already tell. So, let's take a look and see what we need to do here. India represents what position? That's going to be number 3. That's going to be 3. Oscar represents, Bravo represents 1. That's going to be 4. Lima represents 4. That's going to be 5. Delta represents 6. That's going to be 2. Oscar represents 2. That's going to be 1. And Echo represents 5. That's going to be 6. So as we can see here, what we're doing here is essentially we're taking these letters, we're comparing them to the position of what they are normally spelled in the word, and in this case with India, it's in the third position. India is in the third position in the word. We're taking the third position of the order that we have currently right now and placing it in the first position. That's all we're essentially doing with this module. So now that's going to be the second spider done. Let's get it started back up again. Set on over to 3. Oh, I almost had it. So let's hit it now. There we go. I think is this one the pause? How does this work exactly? There we go. Okay. There we go. We hit pause, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing again. So we have squiggly and stripes. We have Echo. Stripes. That's gonna be Alpha. Star. That's gonna be a Tango. Stripe curve, that's going to be Lima. Squiggly curve, that's going to be Papa. And curve star is going to be Sierra. Okay, that is going to be a pastel. It's going to be corresponding to pastel. So, let's take a look. So, Echo represents position 5, that's going to be 1. Alpha represents position 2, that's going to be 4, nothing changes there. Tango represents position 4, that's going to be 2. Lima represents position 6, that's going to be 6. Papa represents position 1, that's going to be 3, and Sierra represents position 3, that's going to be a 5. Okay? And for our final word here, take a look. Get you started again. I believe it's the second one that pauses it, right? Yes, here we go. Okay, so we've got stars and stars and polka dots, that's going to be India. Stripes and dots, that's going to be Foxtrot. Squiggly and stripes is going to be Echo. Polka dots and stars is going to be Romeo. Star is going to be Tango. Yep. And stripes and curves is going to be Lima. Okay, this is going to be Trifle. So let's take a look. India represents 3. That's going to be 2. Foxtrot represents 4. That's going to be 6. Echo represents 6, that's going to be 5. Romeo represents 2, that's going to be 4. Tango represents 1, that's going to be 1. And Lima represents 5, that's going to be 3. And now, this is the last display. So this is going to be our final order that we're going to be pressing all of these buttons in. And now, all we simply need to do is press them in this order. So all we simply do is going to be doing this. And once you start begin pressing buttons, you will see these small LEDs up in the top right begin lighting up. So it's going to do 2, 6, 5, 2, 6, 5, 4, 1, and 3. And just like that is a solved module. And a sweet rave party. So, that's all you simply need to do with this. There's no time element with it. It's just very important that you make sure that you get the reads right and obviously know which word you're looking at. It's a pretty easy module and a pretty straightforward one, but just make sure that you pay attention to this the initial ordering. This one has stumped me up beforehand, but it's the initial order is the positions of the white buttons and then the position of the brown buttons, not just the not in this case. It would be if it was brown, brown, white, white, brown, white, white, which in this case that was the previous white. Wait, hold on. Brown, brown, white, brown, white, white. That was the order here. It's not going to be 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be that 4, 5, 6. It's not going to be like that. In this case, it's going to be 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4. That's the way that this works. It's very important that you note down the differences between these, and then you will be perfectly fine. So, let's go back into one more example here. And let's solve this normally. So it is the exact same starting up concept of egg, where essentially you're just going to be pressing the last digit of the serial number. But there is a distinct difference. It's going to be 5. As you can see, when you highlight over it, it does become a little bit whiter, and I just missed it. I totally intentionally meant to do that. But it essentially is going to be the way that you're going to be able to tell the differences between these two. 5. Okay, egg time question mark. The module flips over. It does its thing. And just like that, the module's been activated. Okay, so now let's get our initial order here. So it's going to be white eggs, which is going to be 3, 4, 5, and then a 1, 2, 6 for brown eggs. So now let's get this thing started. Let's do pause here. So we've got a star, which is going to be a tango. Squiggly star is going to be uniform. Squiggly curves is going to be Papa. Polka dots curve is going to be Mike. Star squiggly is going to be Yankee. This is a bit of a weird one. Curve polka dot is going to be Hotel. Humpty had a great fall. Okay, so tango represents 5. That's going to be 2. Uniform represents 2. That's going to be 4. Papa represents 4. That's going to be a 1. Mike represents 3. That's going to be a 5. Yankee represents 6. That's going to be 6. Hotel represents 1. That's going to be 3. Okay, on to our next one. It's very strange how these LEDs work. I'm not quite familiar how they work, but I know that the second one is the one that plots it. So we've got curve, that's going to be November. We got squiggly, Juliet. We got squiggly polka dot. That's Juliet. Yep. Star polka dot. That's India. Okay. And I'm already having an idea that it's going to be Tajin, because that's really the only one that has Juliet present in it. Star is going to be Tango, as I would expect. Stripe is going to be Alpha. Yep. And then the last one's going to be November. Yep. No, it's going to be Echo. Excuse me. Just to make sure. Squiggly, Stripe, Echo. Beautiful. Okay. So for Tajin, November represents 5. That's going to be 6. Juliet represents 3. That's going to be a 1. India represents 4. That's going to be a 5. That would be Tango represents 1. That's going to be 2. Alpha represents 2. That's going to be 4. And Echo represents 6. That's going to be also 3. Okay. Next one. I believe I see. Okay, I see what we're doing now. So let's do number 3. Okay. So now we've got Stripe. That's going to be Delta. Squiggly. Curve. That's going to be Papa. Squiggly star, that's going to be uniform. Polka dot curve, it's going to be Mike. Star Star, that's going to be Tango. I believe I know this one off the top of my head. And this is going to be Humpty again. Yep. Wait a minute. Oh, Dumpty. This is going to be Dumpty, excuse me. This and this. Yep, Dumpty. Okay. There's Humpty and then there's Dumpty. Yep. Okay, we have D, that's gonna be 1, that's gonna be 6. Papa, that's gonna be the 4th position, that's gonna be 2. Uniform, that's gonna be the 2nd position, that's gonna be 1. Mike, that's gonna be 3, that's gonna be 5. Tango, that's going to be the 5th position, that's gonna be 4. And actually, these are actually, wow, okay, this one's actually quite easy. And then Yankee's gonna be the 6th, it's gonna be 3. Let me make sure I did that correctly. Yeah, okay, good. And then finally for our last order here, last one. Okay, then we have Squiggly Stripe, that's going to be Echo. Curve Polka Dot is going to be Hotel. Star Polka Dot is going to be India. Curve Star, Sierra. Polka Dot, Squiggly is going to be Whiskey. I believe it's going to be Whites. Let me make sure of that. Star Star is going to be Tango. Yep, beautiful. Okay, Echo is going to be 5. That's going to be 4. Hotel is going to be 2. That's going to be 2. India is going to be 3. That's going to be 1. Sierra is going to be 6. That's going to be 3. Whiskey is going to be a 1. That's going to be 6. And finally, Tango is going to be 4. That's going to be 5. Okay, and now we have our final order of 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 6, and finally 5. Just like that, excellent. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for a great 5 years. I'm so pleased to be able to do these tutorials, and I'm so pleased to be able to teach and be able to play these games. So, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.